Welcome back to the Wildcast. We are so excited to have everybody back for episode 7. And look who's here. We got somebody brand new, and but not brand new to our viewers out there. Everybody probably knows who this man is. But why don't you first introduce yourself, Mr. Gentleman over there, and then we'll fire away some questions to you.
All right. My name is Mr. Cobb. I'm assistant principal at Estero High School. I've been there since Hurricane Ian.
Wow, you came in like we rock you like a hurricane. We are so excited to have you on. I am Mr. Schell. I am part of EEA and the Entrepreneurship Academy. And as you know, we do these bi-weekly podcasts, and we call it the Wildcast here for all of our students, our parents, and our business community. And we are really looking forward to having you on, Mr. Cobb. And
I'm happy to be here.
I want to just get to know you. A few questions for you before we get into what we're going to be doing today. But the first question I would have, are you related to Ty Cobb?
I'm not related to Mr. Ty Cobb.
Okay.
I wish I had his athletic ability. I would have went a lot further in athletics than I did.
So tell us a little bit on your pathway to Estero High School. You came in during the hurricane, but tell us how you got here.
So I moved here I was born and raised in Northeast Arkansas, about 40 minutes across the bridge from Memphis, Tennessee, home of blues and barbecue. So
Okay.
I've been blues and barbecue and down south my whole life. So if you
you can hear the southern drawl right
Yeah.
there. Is the barbecue better in Arkansas or here? Where do you like it better?
Barbecue is so much better back home. I can't wait when we go back home for Christmas and stuff like that to actually partake in some of the things that I grew up loving. So I get to go home and eat barbecue and be
That's
around family.
one state I've never been to is Arkansas. So
It's the natural state.
is it beautiful there?
It's absolutely beautiful, and especially like some of the break times at school, we get to go back home for Thanksgiving and Christmas. I would love to go back sometime in October. October's a great time when the leaves start changing, and all of that good stuff.
So tell us your pathway. How did you come upon our school and applying for that and stuff like that, and your leadership background?
So I had a principal and a colleague that I worked with in Arkansas that both recognized some qualities in me for leadership. And Mr. Barry Jones, it was my principal, and he just kept giving me flyers to go back to school. A coach friend of mine was like, dude, you've got it. Just go back to school and do it. You need to go back to school.
And I just want to tell you, too, from my standpoint, I'm new to the school, and I always like to give kudos, and I gave some to Mr. Doherty about, like, you guys are really amazing administrators in the aspect of that you're a servant, and that meaning like you're always willing to help me, and you never make it, and I'm speaking from the heart, too, that you've made it very welcoming for me when I've come into the school. And I don't know where you get that characteristic, if it's something Miss Seelig has taught you guys or if that's just a natural characteristic, but I want to tell you thanks for that. And is that part of your character? Were you brought up that way?
So that was part of why I was brought up that way. It was also part of what made me choose education as my career path. A lot of the kids that I connect with at school, I connect with them because I see a little bit of myself in them. I wouldn't be where I'm at today if it wasn't for some of the teachers that I had in public education who actually drove me to being the person that I am.
So Miss Seelig wanted me to ask you too, you drive quite a long distance to get to Estero. What's so special about our culture or our environment that makes you come such a long way to be a part of our administrative team?
It's the students, it's the community, it is the faculty. It's a whole group of people that make me enjoy wanting to be there. I stay really late every day. I get there early every day, and I do. I drive 45 minutes away every single day. There's a high school right outside of my neighborhood. They've had openings. I've not ever put my name in the hat to even try to go there.
That brings us to another question. Do you ever have aspirations to be a principal? Is that in your roadmap? Is that one thing you love to attain one day?
Yeah, I mean, eventually, I think that's something that's on the path for me. I'm still growing every single day in leadership, and I've had some great mentors along the way. Like I said, Mr. Jones in Arkansas, Coach Teat was a guy that I worked with. Miss Seelick, Mr. Amabil, who was there before Miss Seelick. You know, another guy, Mr. Howdy Schell, that I actually worked with. He was a long-term APC.
Schell? I bet that was a good one, right?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah. And
he's not related either. So.
Yeah, Howdy Schell is his name. He was an APC.
Yeah.
And he actually got his opportunity to go be a principal. He was long-term APC at Estero, literally long-term. He spent a long time there. He got his opportunity to be a principal, and he was actually working at this middle school that I was at. So I worked with him for a short period of time when I was even interviewing for the job vacancy that he had left behind.
So, last question: what would you say your leadership style is like? Like, what do you, how do you form that mindset or that mentality? What do you do with your leadership style?
So I think you touched on it earlier, and you kind of joked about, am I related to Ty Cobb? And I said I really wish I had his athletic ability, because I would have went a whole lot further in my athleticism. I'm not going to be outworked by anybody. I'm a servant leader, and nobody's going to outwork me day in and day out. I won't be that. Like, that's how I was.
And I can attest to that, because I get there around. I'm a 5 a.m. dude. So I read that book, the 5 a.m. Club, and I'm at school at 5:15, and I think you're right behind me, if not before me sometimes. But I know you work a lot later than I do. So, and you do so much for the school. You're always right there. So again, thanks for being here today. Thanks for being a co-host. We are excited for today's show.
Yeah.
What do we got coming up? Tell us about our show.
Man, you're going to love today's show, because today is all about music. And I know some of your background is in music, so you love music. So we've got Mr. Burrows, our band director, and a couple of his students, Tejas and Abraham, that are going to come and be here on the podcast today.
Absolutely. And he won an award, right? What do you?
Yeah, and I was voting every single day for Mr. Burrows to win the Barry Manilow Award. So I'm excited that he's won that award. And
okay, we're gonna check your music knowledge. Give me one hit song from Barry Manilow.
Oh my goodness, I have no clue.
See, look, you're too young.
I'm too young.
He wrote a song called "I Write the Songs." Weekend in New England. I love this guy. So Barry Manilow was one of my favorites growing up. So
I know the people in my community were really excited about the show. I've got a lot of people that bought tickets to the Barry Manilow show that was coming to Estero, coming to Hertz Arena. So I know a lot of people in my community were excited about it.
So, and I know he just got some health issues and he got pushed back, but it's happening this month.
Oh, yes.
That'll be airing. So we'll be talking about to Mr. Burrows all about that. Also, again, we're going to be having our very own school board member on the show, Bill Ribble.
Whoa.
And Mr. George will be talking about Estero Fest.
Awesome.
So that's going to be on the show, as well as our one and only Mary Jo Potter and Chip Duncan, who will be sponsoring this show, will be here to talk about construction, a little bit about how it ties together with CTE, because we are in CTE month, and we are just really excited. So stay tuned, and we'll be back with the one and only Mr. Burrows.
Awesome. Let's go.
His legacy will not be forgotten.
Hello and welcome back to the Wildcast. Look who we have, Mr. Cobb. Go ahead and introduce this guy.
So this is Mr. Burrows. He's our band director. I had the honor and privilege of being in on the interview when we interviewed to bring Mr. Burrows to Estero.
So, what's been your path? How did you get to Estero High School? First of all,
Thank you, gentlemen, for having me. I came from New Jersey with my wife. We moved down here, and I've been applying for schools, and it wasn't until just a couple years ago that Estero gave me a chance. And since then, it's been amazing.
what's your background like? How does one become a band teacher? I always wondered that.
I had a really wonderful experience in my high school in New Jersey, run by some wonderful directors, and through that, my passion ignited. And then I went to school for music, and then I came down here.
Okay.
What instrument did you play?
My main instrument is percussion, but I started on piano and violin.
Mr. Burrows, I got to tell you a story. I was in band for 1 week in my life. No, I got to tell you this story. I was, I think, a freshman in high school, and I wanted to be a drummer in a rock band so bad. And I went in there, and I got my sticks and everything, and I was so offbeat. I could not read music, Mr. Cobb. And when I was supposed to be resting, I was hitting and I got yelled at. And then my friends got me in trouble. And anyways, my week in band was fun, but it was done.
Well, Mr. Burrows actually knows my story. We've talked about this. I was also in band for all of a semester in high school. I played a lot of instruments. I also wanted to play drums. But in my school, you had to master an instrument before they'd let you move to percussion. And I tried a bunch of instruments. I never mastered any of them. And they said, PE, you're going to PE after Christmas.
Yep, and that's what happened to me. And but I love music, as you know, Mr. Burrows. I've been a DJ pretty much my whole life. Since I was 16, but tell us about this incredible award you've won. Can you take us back to the beginning? And that's why we got you here today, but tell us all about it.
All right. So I think the main thing, and interesting hearing you gentlemen talk about your experience as a band, the most important thing about a program is the culture. If the culture's not there, nothing is there. You can't make any sort of masterful game minutes or have an experience without culture first. So I think that what I brought from the very beginning was the proper culture, inviting, inclusion.
Amen.
But all
That's awesome.
so that all from many shapes, sizes, whatever it is.
And that shows. That shows because I've gone to a couple of your contests and stuff like that. And if you've not ever been to a band, like a field contest where they actually do the whole show, it's a long day. It's a long day. They may play on the field at like 9 a.m. They're going to be there at 5 p.m. for the award ceremony. So it is important, like you said, culture to make sure that the kids all want to be there and want to be around each other because it's a long day where they're being judged and there's a 10-minute thing and then they're still there all day long. So, and I was there for a couple of our competitions and stuff like that. And the kids just really love you and they love the program. So I really appreciate what you've done for our program so far.
So for the award, I think it started with the proper culture. From then, I've rebuilt the program. We've restarted many ensembles that were not present there before. I've grown the program. The band's gotten bigger and better. And through the proper culture, we've increased execution, formative assessment, the curriculum for music, all of that's starting to come together. I think the award itself, Mr. Manilow put together a wonderful organization that donates to music programs based on, I think it's the culture, really. You don't have this nomination and voting personnel without this family of people that's extended from not just the students, but parents, faculty, community partners, business partners. It's amazing.
So my question was, this guy over here is too young. Give me one song Barry Manilow does.
Copacabana.
At least there's one.
He
Like,
has one.
not I write the songs. Weekend in New England. I'm a big Barry Manilow fan, but you got to be older. But that was kind of the love music when we were growing up. Barry had a lot of that. But tell us, what do you win with the award as far as that goes?
The Barry Manilow Music Project Foundation comes with a $10,000 award for the music programs that are granted to it, and a recognition on quite a big stage initially too.
Right. You also, they're going to be inviting you to the concert, which is coming up when? Because it got pushed back because he had a health scare, correct?
Yes.
So tell us about when's the date of it?
The new date is March 16th at Hertz Arena.
And you're going to be coming on stage, shaking his hand. And
What?
yes, you didn't know this, Mr. Cobb? Come on.
I didn't know he was going on stage.
You will have
Yeah, and do you get to bring any kids with you, or just be you? We're going to be talking to your students here in a few minutes, but are you? Do you get to bring kids on stage, or is it just you up there?
I'm not sure yet. I think the coordinators will send me some information later.
All right,
Awesome.
and also talk to, if we know Adam Winslow over there. If you need to get some kids to at least come in and watch this take place, maybe we can talk to Adam, see if we get you some extra tickets. Well, I know our principal, Miss Selick, is so excited and so proud of you, what you've brought and what you've done with the band. What's your vision? I mean, talk to that 8th grader out there that might be in a feeder school. Why would you want to attend Estero High School and come to your band?
Great question. Again, I think the main point is
Did you hear that, Mr. Cobb? He said, great question. I'm a great questioner. But go ahead. I'm just kidding.
I think the main point is, again, bringing it back to the philosophy that's set in the program there. It's not just me selling the program, but they can see what it is. And they can see from the people that they've known that have gone from 8th grade to 9th grade. And now they know like that bridge person that comes in. And they tell them, I hear them all the time. I'm telling my friend in 8th grade, you know, that it's fun, that we do this, that we go to these places, we go on these awesome field trips, that Mr. Burrows makes it fun, and that I got better, something I didn't know, or you know, I became more sociable or more confident.
I got something really
Okay,
interesting.
go.
So, a little insider information. I had the great opportunity to grow my leadership and go to Bonita Springs Middle School because they had some administrators that were absent, and I was given the opportunity to go to Bonita Springs Middle School, and you got some middle schoolers coming. They are excited about the band program at Estero, and you know, obviously, part of any day of an administrator is lunchroom duty. So I was in the lunchroom, and kids were stopping me, and they're like, "Hey, you're at Estero, right?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm from Estero, but I'm here today." And they're like, "I'm coming to Estero, and I want to be part of your band." So you've got it's growing, and it's because of you, sir.
What's your favorite part about being a band director? What do you?
It's 100% the kids. 100%. 100%. I tell the kids all the time, from my own experience, it's hard to remember a passage of notes or like a piece of music you play once in a while you remember, but really what you remember is the memories you made from knowing people, growing yourself, the bond between director and student, the bond between students and leadership, all that stuff like that. That's what makes it so special. And I had such a great experience, and my goal is to pass that on.
How many years have you been teaching, Mr. Burrows?
This is my second year, my second full year at Estero, and I did some charter school work before that, so probably about 5 years.
Wow,
And then
pretty
you did-
amazing. After
Did
2
you do
years
some,
winning
private
awards.
work and like School of Rock and stuff like that too?
Yeah, stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I knew you had done some private stuff like that because that's kind of where we got a connection with you at, and so business partnerships and community connections.
So, is there anyone before we get to rapid fire?
Ooh.
And that's where we ask you a couple 1-word answers, 2-word answers. Is there anyone you want to send a shout out to, or anybody? This is your chance to talk to the community. Anything you want to tell the community, or maybe you have a wife, or you married, or you have kids. You can send a shout out to them. They're going to see dad up there, or they're going to see the husband. Go ahead. Now's your
So definitely number one is Principal Selick and the rest of the administration team at Estero High School for all their support, because this does not, everyone thinks I'm so good. I get a lot of help, so much support, not only emotionally, but also administratively, is so vital to run the program. So Principal Selick, Mr. Cobb, and all the rest of the APs at the school. Definitely the parents of the students helping so much. I get at least one email every couple of days saying Thank you, Mr. Burrows. You're so amazing. How great you do. And that's the reason why I get up and work so hard every day. Of course, my wife, Helen.
Shout out to Helen.
Shout out to Helen.
She works at Publix. She's an amazing worker, and she has the New Jersey work ethic like I do. So
We got 3 hardworking fellas here. Like work ethic's big for us too as well. So with that, are you ready for rapid fire?
okay.
Do you have any other questions before I start rapid fire?
No,
Or you're good.
I'm ready to go. I'm interested in how rapid fire is about to go.
And I'll tell you what, I'm going to let you give them 2, and then I'll give them the rest. So that way you can get you involved. Give them your favorite 2 over there.
Chipotle or Moe's?
Most
Woodwinds or percussion?
percussion, just because it's my main issue.
Oh.
See, mine are going different. Favorite book?
Oh man, I don't know actually. Probably The Art of Music by Leonard Bernstein.
Favorite movie?
Interstellar.
Favorite song?
That's really hard.
Isn't that hard when you're into music? If people ask me, it changes too. Like one day it's Brandy, one other day it's like, the song Brandy?
No.
Oh my gosh, you're really old.
Probably
I
right
mean, young. I mean, you're too young.
No, just because we're in jazz scene, it's probably Misty, a jazz classic.
Okay, Misty. Okay, biggest influence or mentor in your life?
Probably my high school band directors, because everything I do now relies back on them. That's Mr. Vinny Titariella from Scottsboro, New Jersey, Mr. Duran Thomas from Scottsboro, New Jersey, and Mr. John Gillick.
You know what you got to do? You got to take this program when we send it to you, and you got to send it to them.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I tell you what. This is what this is your time. Go ahead. Tell them what they meant to you for a second. Go ahead. You can just.
Hey, you got some Kleenexes over there? Because I'm probably gonna
All
need
right,
them.
but I mean, this is what they really love to hear. They'll probably be so proud of you of what you've accomplished. But go ahead, take.
Just a quick story, because I think a story really brings everything together. When I was in high school and we went to a marching band competition, my grandfather passed away. And instead of worrying about all the stuff you got to worry about competition, which is like the band itself, getting to the gate, warming up, messing with the schedule, getting everyone ready to go, getting the show pieces ready to go, getting the artwork on the field. Instead, the directors stood with me and comforted me in my moment of need on top of all that. And it's hard. It gets me choked up now still today. That moment right there is when I knew that programs like this mean so much more than just notes and ink on paper and buttons. Wow. It's transcendent for young individuals who need guidance spiritually.
I think you're showing that every day at Estero High School.
And thank you for all you bring with that. I don't need to go any more than that. And thank you to his teachers, and thank you for what you bring to our high school. And we can't wait to see what you have in store and how you grow this program even better, bigger. And as you influence the kids that are going to be coming to you in the future, they're very lucky to have a guy like you. And enjoy the award. Take it in, you and the students, and we can't wait to talk to your 2 students coming up next. And thanks for being on the podcast and the Wildcast.
I've already bought tickets, by the way. My wife and I are going to be at the show that night because, well, I actually got tickets because of the cancellation because the people in my community sold them. So I'm going.
And
I'm
I'm begging Mr. Winslow for some tickets. So.
You're begging, but I got them. I paid for them.
All right, I'm gonna get there somehow. So even if I got to buy them, but I really want to just again congratulate you on such a wonderful job award, and thanks for being a part of Estero High School. And with that, we will be talking with the students of Mr. Burrows coming up next. Stay tuned.
I'm Craig Wolf. Life is full of financial decisions, and navigating them can be challenging, but you don't have to do it alone. On Saving the Investor, Alfie Townsend shares strategies to help you protect, grow, and enjoy your wealth, from planning for a comfortable retirement to managing risk and building a lasting legacy. Alfie's advice is designed to help you take control of your financial future. So join us on Saving the Investor, Sunday mornings at 11, right after Meet the Press on Gulf Coast NBC.
Hello and welcome back to the Wildcast, and we are hanging out with Mr. Burrows students. And why don't you guys first of all introduce yourselves to the audience?
I'm Tejas Upadhyay. I'm the drum major. And I'm Abram Reyna, and I am the drum captain for Estero.
And you guys all know Mr. Cobb. He's the co-host with the most. And welcome, boys. And look at you're sporting our Wildcast shirts today. I love it.
Love it.
Sure.
First of all, welcome to the show. And tell us a little bit about yourselves, like what grade of school you're in, and just about your time at Estero High School.
I'm gonna let Abram go first because Tages normally gets to go first because he's the drum major and everything. So we're gonna put
All
Abram
right,
on the
Abram.
spot first.
You're first up.
So I've been at Estero for 3 years now, and I'm in 11th grade. And here at my time at Estero has been the best. It's just like a matter of growing here as a student, but overall as for band too, because band develops that leadership into bands.
You're a light talker, Abram, so you got to be really
okay,
loud
yeah,
because I want everybody to hear you, man. You have a lot to say. So, okay, what about my boy Tages? Go ahead.
I'm a junior here at Estero as well, and my time here, it's been excellent. I've met wonderful teachers such as yourself, and the wonderful admin as Mr. Cobb.
Okay, stop sucking up. Let's talk about Mr. Burrows today. Go ahead.
Oh, he's also like my freshman year. We didn't have a teacher.
Okay.
And then you were here with us, right?
Yeah, I was here with you guys.
And then he came along throughout the year, and from that on, music has just gone way better. The music department got way better. That's the only reason why I joined marching band is because he came.
Tell us about that experience in band, fellas. What is it? Why are you a part of it, and what does it bring you in your life?
For me, band has brought me so much joy. I've been doing this since I've been in kindergarten, so I've been like on it. Like I've been in love with music since I was a kid. Like my dad used to play the drums at church, and I would always see him and be like, "That's gonna be me one day." And just like going on just into middle school, playing, for the concert band there. And then after that, trying to learn the drum set. But fun fact, Mr. Burrows was my teacher instructor for that period of time. And then I came into high school ready to play, drums here. And it's just been the best experience so far.
Wait a second. You just said that Mr. Burrows was your teacher. Fun fact at that time?
Yeah, he has actually been, he was my not my mentor, but he was my drum set instructor back in 2020 during COVID time. And
he mentioned some of the stuff that he had done before getting to Estero.
Yeah.
It's just kind of interesting that y'all's worlds collided and met back up.
Met back up. Yeah.
Met back up at Estero
Yeah.
High School. That's awesome.
yeah.
What about you, Tages?
So I started my 5th grade. I started playing the flute. Didn't know what instrument. And then my parents and then Dr. T, they were like, you should do the flute. I've been doing the flute since then, with Mr. Trejo as well. And then came along here, and then sophomore year, marching band, played the flute and then he gave me the position. He saw that I was responsible. I understood the responsibilities that were needed, the etiquette that was needed, and that's all thanks to him. And then this year, everything I've learned, every technique I've done while conducting was told to me by him. He told me what to do. He told me how to do it, and then obviously.
What's his secret sauce? What's the best trait that he possesses? Patience? What's his secret sauce as a teacher?
Patience.
I think, patience and just having that good friendship bond with all the kids there because everybody just loves Burrows.
Yeah, forming a relationship. I mean,
he says it's like a family. So would you say it's like
It is.
it being in band because you spend so much time together, right? So
We all just know each other. We all learn about each other. We all know preferences of each other.
I mean, obviously we talked about this in my intro. I'm at the school all the time, but I see these guys practicing, and then I've come to competitions, and I watch them perform at competitions, and I'm not gonna throw myself under the bus, but I am gonna throw myself under the bus because I found out that they were gonna play at their competition at 9:15 a.m. I didn't know that the competition lasted until 5 p.m. So these guys, they get there, they're at the school packing up their stuff, going to competitions. They play at 9:15 a.m. They're still together. They're hanging out for the rest of the day. They don't go back to the school and drop their stuff off. They're hanging out together. So it's really, obviously, I think Mr. Burrows has created a culture, but it sounds like the students also have created that culture and continued that culture as well.
And Tejas, tell us a little bit about like your favorite songs to play in the band, and you too, Abram. What are you playing these days?
So, like, my favorite maybe stand cheer that we play in the stands with all the band together is something called Still Fly. It's an old classic song. And then I just love playing drum cadences, you know, getting to, like, see my, you know, people and having fun, you know, seeing them just like to be out there and just do what they love most.
Is there something you would say to that 8th grader thinking about coming to our school for the band? Go ahead and be Mr. Burrows' ad right now. Go ahead.
It's a wonderful experience, wonderful family. You come in, you're thinking, oh no, these people are scary. They're seniors, they're juniors, they're sophomores. You're like, oh, I might not be able to like get into a group. No, you're gonna get into with everyone. Not into, oh, you're just gonna get in with the drum line because you're in the drum. No, you're gonna be part of the whole band. Everyone's gonna know you, and you're gonna know everyone.
Awesome. Is there a favorite moment, and then I heard, you know, Miss Rose is winning this award. Is there something that definitely you feel he's worthy of this award? I would imagine.
Oh, definitely.
And is there your favorite moment in the band?
For me, my favorite moment in the band has just been like being able to just grow community with all the students, and just even with Mr. Burrows, like these past 3 years have been like, you know, my like final point. We're becoming a senior next year, and it's just like a matter of time, how like short time I have just playing for me.
My favorite moments are just every moment that we have, all the competitions that we do after we're done competing, or even before we're competing, how we're getting ready, and after competition, when we're going to the bus. We like to have fun. We're marching, we're talking, we're singing a cadence, the drum line's beating, and then we're just singing, like, for example, we could be just playing Still Fly. Burrows is telling us to shut it down. We're like, no, and then we keep on going.
That's funny. So, what are your goals for your life?
My goals for my life right now is just, you know, getting through high school, and just, you know, what I want to do after high school is just, you know, go into the firefighter academy, and then just going to FSW, just completing the EMT
Good for you.
program.
You'll be saving lives, man. Go ahead.
My plan is after high school, hopefully go to UF, do cybersecurity. That's been my whole plan. And then me and a couple friends, we were starting a business of our own.
In entrepreneurship class, Mr. Cobb. You know, there's
Well,
kids
I
you
was
meet
gonna-
along the way. This young man to your right, I'm sure Abram too, but this young man to your right is going to be very wealthy in his life. He has it all together, and he has a path, and he's really going to make something of himself.
Well, that was something I was going to touch on, because I know both of these students as well. And I know Tejas is involved in quite a bit of stuff, and I know Abram's involved in quite a bit of stuff.
And he's starting his own podcast, so he might give you some critique.
Hey,
And you know, he doesn't
bring
want
me
us he doesn't want us to talk too much. He wants to be the star of the show. That's what he told me.
Bring me on the podcast. But seriously, because we're still trying to make sure that we're getting all of the people. You know, the band program's been growing. It started out, it was kind of small because of the culture being down. So tell some of the students some of the other things that you're involved in at Estero High School that makes Estero High School a place that you want to go to every day, other than just the band.
So for me, I'm on the baseball team, and
Okay.
the baseball team is just, you know, grown so much now, and it's just like them right now, and their season's just the best. And I had to take a break this year because I had to, like, you know, get my stuff done in my life, you know.
Okay.
I'm with the Entrepreneurial Academy that Mr. Schell started. I'm in TSA 18, SGA.
It's a lot of letters.
It's a lot of letters,
A,
a lot
B,
of clubs.
C, D. If there's a club, he's in it.
ABCs,
Tejas
one,
is
Every
in.
single day, I have a club. Like, after school, I'm like thinking I have to just remember, do I have band? And then I have to remember.
Well, I'm gonna tell you from experience. Mr. Schell's been ragging on me for being young because I'm not quite as old as him. But I'm gonna tell you that being so involved in high school is going to pay dividends for you later on in life. So I love that you guys are so involved. And I love the fact that you're looking and going to the firefighting, and I love that you're college bound and you've got a goal. That's important.
Here we go, boys. You get one shout out, and then we're going to do rapid fire with you. So first of all, go ahead and shout out anyone you want to shout out. Like, don't forget your mamas, by the way. But go ahead.
I just want to shout out my parents because they're always there to support me at my games, and they're just there to be there, and my sister too, of course. And then just, Mr. Burrows just, having that tug on my heart.
There you go.
My shout-outs would go to my parents. They've helped me grow. My teachers, they have helped me also grow. They've taught me skills like you have. And then my friends, obviously, because they've guided me in ways that my parents or a teacher could not.
Awesome. All right, you boys ready?
Yeah.
You're both going to fire up. He's going to give you the first two. I'm going to give you the next ones. You
All right,
ready?
rapid fire.
And these are 1 word or 2 word answers. Go ahead.
All right, rapid fire. TikTok or Snapchat?
TikTok.
McDonald's or Taco Bell?
Taco Bell.
I don't eat meat.
Oh.
I can't answer that.
Biggest influence in your life? Give a name.
I think biggest influence is Bryce Crawford.
My father.
Favorite restaurant?
I think my favorite restaurant has to be Oak and Stone.
Local restaurant.
Shout out to them.
I forgot the name, but it's Indian cuisine inside of Naples. Their food is wonderful.
And you got the last one. Give them one more.
Favorite movie?
My favorite movie has to be Greatest Showman because it's like a musical.
Oh,
I like that too, my man. I like that a lot. I love when the girl comes and sings.
Yeah.
That Think of Me, or I forget what it's called, but I love it.
Yeah.
I won't be Endgame just because of the experience I had.
We're going to conclude with this one. Favorite thing about Estero High School?
Just the atmosphere. Atmosphere is just good.
Atmosphere and community. The community is amazing.
Well, boys, thanks for being on the podcast, Wildcast. It wasn't so hard, was it? You glad? All right, so we're glad to have you, and please stay tuned. Subscribe. Tell everybody to subscribe, Tejas.
Subscribe to this.
Yes.
subscribe, hit the bell, hit the bell, hit the bell.
Where's that from?
That's what YouTubers do.
Oh, that's what
do
they do?
because,
They put
Hit the bell. Hit the bell.
like and subscribe.
All
Like
right.
and subscribe.
At My Shower Door, there's no renovation, no mess, and no worries. We strive to make everything easy for you. Whether you're finishing up a remodel or simply replacing an existing shower enclosure, My Shower Door will customize and design to fit your exact needs. All of our products are manufactured in-house and installed by our experts. Want to see more? Visit myshowerdoor.com or stop by our local showroom today. Let us help you transform your bathroom with the local touch that you can trust.
Hello and welcome back to the Wildcast, and we have 2 very special guests, Mr. Cobb.
Yeah, we got some community members. They're going to be talking about something that's happening in the community of Estero
Right in our backyard.
Right in the backyard.
A big event happening when? Well, first of all, let's get there.
Yeah.
Why don't you guys introduce yourselves, tell us a little bit about yourself, and then we'll go into the Estero Fest event.
Okay, I'm Bill Ribble. I'm president on the school board, but more importantly, I'm involved in the Chamber of Commerce of Estero, and I'm one of the players for Estero Fest, and I'm really excited about you being our DJ this year.
Yes, sir,
know,
Mr.
Schell.
Cobb. Did you hear that?
I heard that.
I got a
but
lot of pressure, but I'm going to rock the house.
he also sold himself a little bit short because I think that you're also connected to somebody else that's in the village of Estero. You might want to give a shout out to that person.
Oh, you mean the mayor?
Oh,
Yeah, I know. But my wife, Joanne Ribble, she happens to be the mayor of Estero.
Oh.
Mr. Ribble, you're a man about town, man. You
Yeah.
just do it all.
Yeah,
You're
wears so
helping.
many hats.
I'll tell you what, but we'll talk about the chamber here in a minute because there's a lot of people that really don't understand what the chamber does. But we have another gentleman here, so go ahead and introduce yourself.
It's great to be here. My name is George Zalucki. I'm currently serving as the vice mayor on the council for the village of Estero.
Okay.
I'm one of the founders of Estero Fest back in 2019. And we've done a great job over the last several years with Estero Fest. I'm glad to be here to tell the community all about it.
And he is the founder, by the way. He's being very, very humble.
Very humble.
He is.
And he's the most interesting man
In the world.
in the world. Yes, because he has a resemblance. But anyways, we want to thank both of you gentlemen for being on today. And let's first start off with what is Estero Fest and what some of the activities we can anticipate.
Yeah, Bill, would you like me to take that one?
Yeah.
Sure. So Estero Fest is basically, it's a family festival, and it's performed once a year, usually around March. And it's great because it's great for the business community and our residents to come with their families and enjoy food, entertainment all day long. We have a kids zone. We have a business expo for our business partners to come in and kind of share B2B and make their presence known to the community. So it's a great event. It runs from 1 p.m. to 8 p.m. and there's a lot of detail.
And let's give them the exact date. And we're going to try to hopefully our editor, we're going to throw up your flyer up there. We're going to edit that in there. But the exact date of Estero Fest is what date?
March 21st.
March 21st. Okay.
Yeah, a little over a month away.
Okay.
I'm going to interject for a second, and I have to. We talked about this a minute ago. That we'll be at it.
Awesome.
My wife and I will be at it, celebrating our 11-year anniversary on that day.
Oh, congratulations.
So 11-year anniversary on the 21st. So love you to my wife, but we'll be coming out to Estero Fest.
Awesome.
To
There's a lot of love in the air because we're getting close to Valentine's Day. We taped this in February, but it will not air till March 1st. So we're going to get a bunch of days that the parents of our students will be able to hear this and tell us some more highlights. I hear that you're having a big band that will be showcasing that night.
Yes,
so go ahead.
Ben Allen's our featured band that comes every year. And every year it gets a bigger crowd and more in demand.
And I'll tell you what, guys, too, for one of our shows, we need since you have the connection to Ben Allen, maybe we can get him on the podcast too to talk about it. So, where did this originate, George? What's the whole idea behind Estero Fest? What were you trying to do?
That's a great question. So back, like I said, right around 2019, I had an idea with my friend Sammy Perry, and we said, you know what, we want to bring something to the village of Estero. We want to bring the community together, and so we came up with this idea. And at the time, I wasn't really affiliated with the Chamber of Commerce, but the idea ended up migrating and living at the Chamber of Commerce back when I was on the board. So I brought it to the board of directors of the Chamber, and they said, boy, this sounds like a great idea. So we did it. The first year was a huge success. We actually covered all our bills, and that was with the headliner, Ben Allen. Ben has been with us each and every year. So this is year number 4. But the genesis of Estero Fest was just to bring the community together and create a signature event in the village of Estero.
What's your background, George? Do you still work? Are you retired, or where did you, where did you come from? What type of business?
Yeah, another great question. I've been in community service for 27 years. I'm a retired fire chief from Michigan. So when I came down here to the village of Estero, we built our home right here in the village, and that's where we've been ever since. I'm also a small business person. I invented a product that I'm now marketing around the world.
Well, we got to get you into the academy to talk about that product.
I'd love to.
We'll love to have you do that. And then you guys met through the chamber, I take it, Bill? How did you guys come to meet?
That's correct. We got through the chamber.
Tell me the function of the chamber. Like, what is
We're
their
the
primary?
connector for the community, and that's what Estero Fest does. We have a pretty large field over there. Unfortunately, we can only get 90 booths and tents in there. So we're limited to how many of our members that can actually show up and market their products. But we're sold out every year. We'll sell it again this year, which is nice because we're able to raise folks' the commitment as far as a financial commitment to the chamber by being a bigger sponsor, paying sponsor. Right. And believe it or not, it really drives their business, their ROI for themselves. They got a lot of new business, a lot of customers. And this year we're expanding it with the kids zone. We have Carmen Marcino that's going to bring in Nan's Ranch, for the young kids.
Yep.
I know you're going to do a piece of that with the children that show up early. But more importantly, around the perimeter of the field where we have our tents, we're going to have a kids zone for reading. And we already have 4 charter schools set up. We have FGCU setting up a reading tent for pre-K kids, children to 3rd grade. Mm-hmm. And then we're also going to have the school district there setting up a reading tent. So we have a lot of good things for parents to bring their children and leave there with some good skills on moving that number of proficiency in reading.
And your background, Mr. Ribble, was in what again?
Well, my background was I went to school to be a teacher. I did my student teaching, but I worked for UPS part-time. And then when I went to graduate, I was going to take a job teaching, but UPS offered me a full-time job, and 35 years later, I retired as a vice president of United Parcel Service.
And Mr. Cobb, Mr. Ribble and I share something. I don't know if he remembers this, But one of my mantras in life, George, and I don't know if you will subscribe to this, but I started off in Milwaukee as a newspaper kid. And I really believe
was this like door to door?
Yeah,
delivery?
like we delivery in the mornings and Sunday mornings,
Uphill both
and
ways in
also
the snow?
about 3:30 in the afternoon when you get out of school. And there's something about a kid who delivers newspapers that has tremendous amount of grit. And I can remember many days where I didn't want to go do it. And my dad says, you made a commitment, you're going to do it. And it really helped me in my career. And it really made me, and I remember we were in our first meeting, and I think you brought it up, Mr. Ribble, you agree with that.
Oh, absolutely. We interviewed 5 people, and one of the people that we were interviewing said they were a paper person in the morning, or a paper boy, we used to call it.
Mm-hmm.
But in that
I
day,
played that video game when I was growing up.
we knew that was the person we were going to hire because they were always there on time and they were always there early. Because when you're delivering the papers at 3:30 in the morning,
Yep.
you got the customers want you there.
And like I'm in that 5 a.m. club, Mr. Ribble. I don't know, like there's a book called the 5 a.m. Club. Like I'm at school at about 5:15, and I really believe I got that from that newspaper route. And I have a big work ethic, and I could tell when you were telling me your story when we met about UPS even that you have a tremendous work ethic. And just want to compliment you on that. And thanks for sharing that at that meeting because it kind of gave us a bond right away. But George, when you look at I know we have this incredible event, but when you look at the young people of today, thank you, number one, for your service, being in fire. I mean, you're saving lives all the time and doing a tremendous service for our communities. But is there, when you think about our teenagers of today, is there something that they need to really aspire to be? Is there any secret sauce or antidotes for success? Because I'm sure being a chief, you rose up through the ranks and you're just as successful as Mr. Ribble is. Is there some antidotes that you could give some of the kids out there who might be listening?
Yeah, absolutely. Number one, you have to be focused. Number two, you have to be hungry. You have to be persistent. You have to follow your beliefs and your vision. And if you do that, you'll become successful. And usually when you follow those attributes, money will follow. So that's what I firmly believe. And, just follow and do what it is that really inspires you as a young person. You have to figure it out. A lot of reading, a lot of exploring, a lot of talking with some folks that are experienced in the field that you might be interested in. I think that's probably the key to success, get them on the right track.
What's your favorite part about, I know we weren't going to talk totally about the board and I really wanted to focus on the event, but what's your favorite part about being on the board? Do you have a favorite piece of it?
On the school board?
Yeah.
Well, I like being collaborative with the other 6 folks on the board. I think we work very well together. We all have different opinions, but it's our job to make sure that our opinions felt by the rest of the group and they're fair in our decision making when we vote. And I think we do a pretty good job at that.
I have a little bit of unique perspective here with Mr. Ribble and also with the village of Estero. I've been at Estero since Hurricane Ian. So I've been able to be there for a part of a big project that's happening. It's a collaboration between Lee County School Board and the village of Estero for the sports park that's growing. Mm-hmm. And it's going to be huge. And you're talking about your Estero Fest program that's started in 2019 and is continuing to grow. I can't wait to see I've been to Estero Fest. Mm-hmm. I've been to it before. I'm going to be at it this year. I can't wait to see what that looks like, 5 years from now when that whole park is opened up. You talked about you're limited. Well, very soon you guys are going to be unlimited when it comes to that. So can you guys both, I know you both have been there for this, can you speak to what went into that decision to make that collaboration and what kinds of things we expect to see in the future from the collaboration between the village and the school board? Actually,
George flew down to Texas, to tell that story. He vetted this whole process before we even put that field together.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I flew down there and I took a look at some of our 3P partners at the time, and one of them was High Five. And basically, they're under construction right now, as you probably know. That's going to be our first 3P partner that's coming out of the ground, and that's going to provide great entertainment for our families in Estero and in the area. But yeah, I went down there and took a look at their operation. I came back and I gave the council a presentation. I endorsed what they were doing, and here we are. Now we're under agreement with them. It's coming out of the ground, and it's going to be really exciting as we move forward.
Yeah, we're really excited to have it and things like that. From the school side of things, we're always talking about the school and, things like that. Part of this program is to, try to encourage the families that are making their choices as to what school they're going to go to. And that's one of the things that we can actually, say at Estero is the support that we have from the community, the support that we have from the village of Estero. So I just want to thank you from the school administrative side for all of those things.
Yeah, the partnership that put this thing together between the school district and the village, of course, that's just a great partnership with the improvement made to the field and the track over there. But more importantly, we have so many other municipalities in Lee County that want to emulate that same partnership to do the same thing. So it'll be interesting to see who signs on to it.
And we got to send some shout outs, like Pavage, isn't he one of your major sponsors? Is there anybody that's affiliated with that you want to send a shout out to?
Yeah, I want to make sure that Hannah Konecki is recognized because she's our chair this year. And
so shout out to Hannah.
Yeah, she's really doing a nice job putting this whole thing together. And
I tell you, Estero's in great hands with you guys at the helm. I can tell, and George, you really, I can tell, really have a lot of love and passion for what's going on there. And this is your baby in a way. And I'm grateful that you guys are going to let me be a little small part of it and play a little music for everybody. And hopefully I can exceed your expectations of me that day. And come on out there. Is there any other sponsors you want to shout out before?
Yeah, I'll just say you mentioned the Pavages. They're our title sponsor, and they've done it every year with us. So a big shout out to J. Pavage Real Estate.
Can anyone still sponsor? Can we put that out there? Go ahead.
EsteroChamber.org is the way you go there, and just click on Estero Fest, and you'll have all the sponsorships. We have VIP tickets for people that want to be closer to the stage. For $50, you can get upfront.
I saw that on your TV commercial, by the way, the other day. I saw one.
Fantastic. And, you have access to drink tickets and whatnot. I probably failed to mention that we have food trucks. We have a wine and beer garden. Bill mentioned that we have a kids zone. We also have a Estero Fire Rescue in their trucks and their resources to share with the community. And, of course, Bill mentioned Nan's Ranch with Lee County Sheriff's Office. They're going to be there with some
shout out to the
Sheriff's Office as well. So it's going to be a great day all the way around. Lots of fun. Remember,
so families, please come to Estero, support that, and you'll have a great time, family-friendly fun, and it's just going to be an awesome day. So mark it on your calendars, circle it, and please make it a date. Guys, every time we bring in guests, we do a thing called rapid fire. So we're going to ask you a few questions. You're going to give us 1 or 2 word answers. You think you're ready for that?
Sure.
You want to start it this time?
No, you started. I like because you give them some good ones.
All right, let's see. I don't want to do the same ones I've been doing.
No, I like them. They might.
So, let's go with your most happy part of being in Estero.
Happy part is being involved in the community.
Happiest part of being part of Estero.
Lowest taxes in Florida.
Awesome.
So, favorite movie?
Godfather.
Star Wars, the original.
Oh, I like The Godfather too. Favorite song?
Ooh, hitting you with hard ones.
Wow. I don't know. Three Dog Night's my favorite group. Pick one of those.
Didn't that guy just die, the lead singer?
Yes, he did. Yeah, last week.
Okay.
A favorite song? How about artist?
Artist, even.
Old school. Let's go something from Led Zeppelin.
Okay. Biggest influence in your life?
I was going to use that one.
Well, that was mine. You're supposed to come up with Chipotle or something like that.
My 7th grade football coach, Art Dobb.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and my father.
Okay. Favorite restaurant? And we'll see if they pick a restaurant at Estero. Nino's.
I knew where that one was coming.
He's got The Godfather, Nino's.
I knew that was coming because of his conversations that count.
You know what? This isn't in Estero, but it's close. It's in Fort Myers and it's in Bonita. But my wife and I love Cooper's Hawk.
Cooper's Hawk.
Yeah.
Cooper's Hawk. I just ate there the other day and had, I forgot, it was the pork thing, but it was really wonderful.
Favorite sport?
Football.
Football.
Favorite team?
Lions.
Depends. Bills or Eagles.
George.
Depends on
I'm
the
a
year.
Packers fan.
Sorry to hear that.
But I just had on the grit hat for Ed Matthews. We always talk about how kids need to have grit, but I do love your coach, so I will give you that. But you guys, thank you for being on our podcast. We hope you had some fun. Again, parents, please come out March 21st, 1 to 8. And it's going to be a great day. If you need any more information, you can email us at the school. You can call the EsteroChamber.org, or you can reach out on EsteroChamber.org. The Ben Allen Band is going to be performing from 5:05 to about 8 o'clock. From 1 to 2:30, it's a Swamp Blues Band. And from 3 to 4:30, it's the Incorrigibles Band. So, and then don't forget about Nan's Ranch, where the kids can pet all the animals. Sheriff does a great job with all that. So please come to it. Thank you to Jay Pavich Real Estate. If you do want to still be a sponsor, contact the Estero Chamber and they'll hook you up and you'll have still a chance to do that. Thank you for tuning into the Wildcast. Thank you guys for being on. We wish you all the best, and I'll see you at the event.
Thanks so much for being here, and community keep supporting Estero Chamber.
Jack Mancini consistently sells more real estate in Estero than any other agent. Trusted, reliable, and straightforward. Jack is ready to assist with all your real estate needs. Jack sells more because he does more.
Here we are back on the Wildcast. Welcome back. And look who we have here. We have our business partners, and we have somebody very special who's sort of a partner to the business partner, but also a part of our school, Mr. Cobb.
Yeah, we got Chip Duncan and Mary Jo Potter here with us today.
Yes, and we are excited to have both of you. Thank you for being on the podcast today. And we're going to be talking first a little bit about we're going to talk to Mary Jo a little bit about her time at Estero, her pathway to Estero, what she's doing, and then we're going to bounce over to Chip and we're going to talk a little bit about his company. And first of all, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for sponsoring the show today. It's a music kind of show today, but I thought also it fits really well with, just our band instructors building these kids up, but you build for a living, and you build homes, and you transform things. So I thought it would just be a perfect fit. And thank you for all you do, Chip, for young people. And I know you do a lot for our school, but I just wanted to first tell you thank you.
Well, thanks for having me here, and I look forward to talking to you guys.
Okay, so first up, I'm gonna let you take it away with Mary Jo.
All right, Mary Jo. So what brought you to Estero, and what all do you do at Estero? It's a lot, I know. So tell us about what you do.
Well, my path to Estero was very easy. The principal there, Jennifer Seeluck, I love her leadership style. I was previously at South Fort Myers for 9 years, and then Ms. Seeluck got the position at Estero, and I thought that would give me some more leadership opportunities as far as getting into the assistant principal leadership position at some point. And I've had three former principals actually. And I love a little bit about each person's leadership style. And I love the foundation that she has set for Estero, and really was looking forward to what she was trying to do there as far as changing the culture.
Yeah, it's been a change over the 2 years, and I appreciate you bringing in the fact that Ms. Seeluck has made some changes at Estero, and those are continuing to grow.
Ms. Potter, talk a little bit about what did you teach? What was the first subject you taught?
My first subject that I taught was intensive reading, and that was at Estero High School. And I said I would never teach reading. And then I was actually in reading for 14 years. And I do love it, and I love the gratification that we get from when those students pass the test that they need to get their graduation requirement. And my position now is Academic Success Advisor. So basically, I'm working with students and checking their grades and trying to keep them on task so that they don't fall behind on credits and things like that, and then do whatever we can to get them to the point to where they maybe drop an elective or maybe pick up an additional class and get additional help that they need.
So parents out there, if you're watching the podcast, you'll know that if you need somebody to help your child at our school, Miss Potter would be one of those people you need to call. And she brings so much to our school. She just helped us with our Fierce event. And thank you for all of your help with that, Miss Potter. And she's smiling right now because Mr. Cobb, I do ask her to help out a lot. She is she's like Miss Seelick. They're like the AI. They are very great at putting things together and making it look a lot better than Mr. Schell can make it look. And but anyways, thank you, Mary Jo, for always being there for us and helping us in the Academy of Entrepreneurship. So
you're welcome. I truly love everything that I do, and it makes my day fly by. So it's hard for me to stop. Just like Mr. Cobb, they're always going 24/7. So it really makes our day go by faster, and love what we do. And at the end of the day, we just kind of sit back and reflect that, wow, we really did get through all of that today.
Yep. And now to the real star of the show. You know, and the reason they're both here, Mr. Cobb, is that they are married. And I just thought it would be great to bring them both on. But first of all, Chip, thanks again for being on. Tell us your path. Tell us about the company you own and how you brought it to this point. Because you are quite successful. And I know you're probably not going to toot your own horn, but he's very successful. But go ahead.
No, I mean, when I retired from professional baseball, I decided to get into construction, and I actually kind of got lucky in the way I went. But within 9 months of in construction, I actually was offered a job with the top 50 Forbes company to come in and kind of bail them out of the problems that they were having. So when I got there, we had a lot of construction managers, we had a whole accounting team, warranty services, salespeople, everything, and they asked me to do whatever I had to do to make it right. And I ended up firing almost everybody because it wasn't a good fit and it wasn't doing right. And I brought my own people in, and we actually turned the whole company around. So then that same company offered me a job up in Orlando to build celebrations, and I decided I did not want to do that. I wanted to open my own company. So I did, and when I did, I was like, what was I thinking? Because when you start an own company, it's not easy to make money right away. So it took about 4 years to make a decent amount, and then we were doing pretty well, and then the recession hit, and we went from pretty much multimillionaires to I had negative money in my checking account, and I was like, didn't know what to think. So then I had to rebuild everything all up over again, and we did, and we're doing pretty good again. So
let's go back. I want to go back. There's so many different facets I want to talk to you about today, but professional baseball player. Tell us about that stint and you know, how. Well, like, where did you go to college? Who did you play for? That kind of thing.
Well, when I went to Edison Junior College here. That's where I started out at, and I got highly recruited. I had 23 scholarship offers, and I ended up choosing Edison. And when I chose Edison, they almost fell apart the first year. We only had, going into the second year, we had 20 games, and we're supposed to have a 60-game schedule. If we'd come to the field, it said no practice today. We had no idea what we were doing, and we had a lot of talent on that team too, but. And all of us didn't know what we were going to do. We had absolutely no idea. And luckily, a team from Georgia, Columbus State University, called a coach in Palm Beach Junior College and asked them if anybody threw hard, and they recommended me, and they ended up giving me a full scholarship, and ended up going there. And after went to 2 World Series in college, got drafted by Milwaukee Brewers my junior year, got drafted by Pittsburgh Pirates my.
I did not know that. You know, I'm from Milwaukee.
Oh,
yeah. So I'm a huge Brewers fan.
But no, then I spent some time with the Pittsburgh Pirates organization, and then I got chosen to go to Australia. It was the first time they ever used American players to go over there for their winter ball team. So we had 4 guys from Pittsburgh went over there to play, and ended up I led the league in strikeouts. Did well. It was an awesome experience because we only had to play on the weekends, and we're used to playing 7 days a week, and then we got.
What part of Australia were you in?
We were outside of Sydney. It's called Auburn, right outside actually Parramatta.
I got to go to Australia summer after my senior year for something similar.
It's beautiful.
I played American football.
Did you really?
In Queensland. So we played
That's
American
awesome.
football against New Zealanders in Australia. So that's awesome.
That Queensland Stadium is massive. It seats like about 100,000 people if we're talking about the same one. And we played it, and they made that a baseball field too. So it was fun there. It was exciting.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
What did your baseball career do to help you with your entrepreneur career?
It plays a big part because when they were hiring, when I was getting in the real world, the two things they said that they looked for, somebody had a military background or somebody was a professional athlete, because we're very regimented in schedules, organization, every day of our lives. So that played an unbelievable part in getting my business started. And then the biggest thing that I had to put together was a team. And if you don't have a good team, you can't be successful. And I was able to put a really good team together, and that's why we're at where we're at today.
And that kind of can lead us into the next question. Like, what's your secret sauce? Like, what do you think as an entrepreneur you're best at?
I think communications and social skills. I mean, you have to be able to, there's a lot of ups and downs in this and roller coasters that you build with emotions and from clients and everything else, to just be able to talk through that and make them feel at ease and just try to keep the eye on the end, which
what's the best part about being an entrepreneur and the worst part?
The best part is I'm my own boss, for one, and I can, if I need to take some time off or if we need to go do something, I try to make that happen. But the worst part is all the responsibility, because I'm like right now, like I'm probably doing the work in my company of 9 people, and I that's not the greatest business plan, because you're supposed to take an account per person, a gross number, like a number is 350,000 you're supposed to do for business. And I'm doing the work of between 9 and 10 people, each year, and it's kind of
wow.
It makes it's sometimes tough, but what I found out in the job that I'm doing, the people, the quality people, is very limited. And the good group that we have together, they're very, very qualified, and they're the best in their area. But outside of that, it's very difficult to expand, to make it, to keep on growing bigger.
So this speaks to both of you guys a little bit. Like, what are you most proud of in Mrs. Potter, and what are you most proud of in him about her education life? Because you've seen a lot of the stories I'm sure she shared with you through the years of, what she does in schools and stuff like that. What are you most proud of her for, and what in business are you most proud of him for?
I think most proud of her is her commitment to that, what she gives. When she gives it all. She gives everything she has to every single day. And it's like she loves, I've seen the roller coaster she's been in, but she loves where she's at. Even though she's wore out at the end of the day, she loves being where she's at right now. Because I know some other times she would come home when she was at a different schools, that it was a very big challenge. Each day was a different kind of challenge. It wasn't, getting things done. It was dealing with more stuff that you shouldn't really have to deal with. And I think that's what I'm most proud of her. It's her commitment and the way she gives it all when she sets her mind to it.
And I think for Chip, it's the fact that he is a people person. He lights up a room when he walks in. People love him because he's honest and he really cares about them and the product that they want to end up with in the end. And as far as family's always been first with him. And so we have had challenges as well, just like anybody else, but we've come past them, and now we're kind of at that other end of our life where now we're like waiting for those grandbabies and, the weddings, and we have one married, and so we're waiting for the other one. And I think the people that we surround ourselves with, we have amazing friends that are like family, because my family's mostly in New York, and it just works, and we just love our time together, and where it is.
Let's bounce back just a tad. Tell people, if they wanted to hire your construction company, tell them what you do again. So if you're out there and you need some construction work, go ahead.
We do a little bit of everything, but we're mainly in the high-end market. We do custom homes and remodeling. When things got slow after the recession, I tried to find a different niche, and I ended up getting into the high-end remodeling, and it's stuck. I do a lot of my work is in golf.
So if anybody needs a remodel, Mr. Cobb, I know you just built that mansion. You might need an addition for the billiards room or something like that.
Yeah, you missed the fact that he said high end. I
No,
want
I
to
was
know.
like,
I want to know.
He's
though.
from Arkansas. I thought you
Yeah,
and Bill.
I'm from Arkansas.
Yeah.
We are very low maintenance. I want to know. I mean, I hear a couple of things. I hear you talking about Mary Jo and perseverance, and she's really doing great with a lot of the things that she's doing now. But you sparked something that you were talking about a minute ago, where you were saying that you're doing the work of 9 people. And how does one practice for that? Like, how do you get more experience other than just literally being thrown in the fire to be a better multitasker?
Well, it was kind of funny. A guy I played professional baseball with was in town when the hurricanes hit, and he called me and he said, he goes, you work for a company? I said, no. I said, I own my company. He goes, how'd you do that? And because he was working for someone else, and I go, I honestly wasn't sure when I was running. I was a director of construction of the company prior to my opening my own company. I wanted to be my own boss, and I just kind of I dove right into it, and I learned why I went. And I just got you get a good software program that can help you run your company. And as long as you do that, you can keep your books correct, and then you just become the more experience you get, the more troubleshooting you can do. And
does Mary Jo do any of the books or anything like that?
Well, she worked for me for the first 3 years, I think, when we first got married, and then
it wasn't fun.
My wife doesn't really like working in the DJ business either.
I
on the
actually
side.
enjoyed retail therapy much more than I did working in the office.
You know what retail therapy means, right?
I have a
this
wife.
This is why he had to become an entrepreneur.
This is why he is working in
I have a wife as well, and she loves retail therapy.
I love that,
as
retail
well.
therapy. That's
Retail
a new
therapy,
one.
it's
You hear that,
something.
all the girls in the audience? Okay, so we do this thing called rapid fire.
Yeah.
And we're going to ask you some questions, and then you're just going to answer with 1 or 2 word answers. But before we do that, do you want to send any shout outs? Do you want to send any shout outs to the family or anybody out there? Here's your chance. Anything maybe we haven't asked you that you wanted to say to anybody?
I just want to send a shout out to Estero High School and the amazing leadership team that I work with there. It honestly is a family, and it really makes me get up every day. But without the cohesiveness that we have as a team there, I don't think it would be, it would not be what it is today. And I'm very grateful for that.
And like I was telling him at the start of the show, that you guys are all really there's servant leadership. And you guys made me feel very comfortable as I made the trek over here. I just follow you around wherever she goes, Mr. Cobb, I go. So I followed the south, and then I followed Estero.
I didn't know
you didn't know
east.
that. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
actually, he was the DJ when Chip and I got married.
He was our DJ.
Yeah, we go way
why-
back.
it is why
So
it's
I've
in the
seen
video.
I've seen it blossom.
Yes.
So
DJ
And,
Kevin Schell.
24 years ago.
yeah.
But,
So and I'm married about 24 years too. So about 23 or 24. But go ahead.
No, I would say probably,
And Chip and one thing I love about Chip, he's a man of integrity. If he tells you he's going to do something, he's going to do it. And thank you again for your commitment to education, and even sponsoring the show, and just thank you for everything you bring for education. We really appreciate it at Estero High School.
I love whatever I can do, I try to do.
Also, so here we go. You hit them with the first 3. I'll hit them with the next couple.
All right. Did either of you have a lemonade stand as a kid?
No.
No.
Do you believe in ghosts?
Yes.
Yes.
What's your favorite fast food restaurant?
Culver's.
Chick-fil-A.
Biggest influence in your life?
My dad.
My teachers.
Favorite book? And if you don't read, you don't, because I know guys, every time I ask the guys, they struggle. The business by favorite book.
Wow. I've read a lot of novels, believe it or not, but my favorite one, I would probably, I don't know.
That's okay.
I'm sorry.
I would say one of my last ones that I wrote was Let's Roll, and it was after the 9/11.
How about favorite movie?
Favorite movie? I got a lot of them.
Top Gun or Pretty Woman for me.
I would go with Top Gun, too.
Which Top Gun? The OG or Maverick?
The first one.
The first one.
Oh,
They're both good though.
Maverick's good.
Favorite restaurant that we'll end
It
with
depends
that.
on
Ask
what.
him his favorite restaurant that I don't like.
Favorite restaurant that she doesn't like.
Something I really love, and I get a lot of grief for it. I love going to Olive Garden for soup and salad. I did it all the time. I
Me
played
too.
professional baseball.
Me
I did
too.
it all the time.
I love
We went
Olive
there.
Garden. You don't like it?
She does not like it.
Oh,
I
my-
love it.
I don't
love
either.
it.
I don't like Olive
love
Garden.
But if you're talking like fine dining, we probably would go. We're going to Ruth Chris. We always go there for our anniversary and special events. We
Have you
do
heard of
there a
that new
lot.
restaurant, that Blossom and
Blossom
Brie?
and Brie. Mhm.
Oh yeah,
You've been there yet?
we've been to it with former.
But
Yes.
anyways, we want to thank you guys for being on the podcast, Wildcast, you guys, and we thank you again for everything you bring to education, to Estero High School, and we wish you all the best.
Hey, thank you guys so much for all you do for our students and everybody at Estero High School. We really appreciate all that you keep giving us. Thank you so much for spending some time with us. And if you like this content and other content, please like and subscribe, and make sure
You
you're
didn't do your thing.
Oh, like and subscribe,
Right
hit
below.
the bell.
Yes.
So thank you so much for all that you do. And again, right after this, we'll have
A little bit of wrap up. Yeah, we'll be wrapping up, and then we'll take you home. So
a little rap.
a wrap? No,
Rippity rap?
Yeah, I could do that, but not right now.
You're a
But-
DJ.
Thanks for having us.
You got it. Thank you for being on. Take care, guys.
At my shower door, there's no renovation, no mess, and no worries. We strive to make everything easy for you. Whether you're finishing up a remodel or simply replacing an existing shower enclosure, my shower door will customize and design to fit your exact needs. All of our products are manufactured in-house and installed by our experts. Want to see more? Visit myshowerdoor.com or stop by our local showroom today. Let us help you transform your bathroom with the local touch that you can trust.
Welcome back to the Wildcast, and Mr. Cobb, you did a great job for first show under your belt.
Hey, I was a little nervous when we first came in, but you did a really good job of helping me out. And man, what about all those guests that we had today? Mr. Burrows and the band, and Tejas and Abram.
He does such a great job. He's an inspiring kind of guy, and the kids, that's what makes this thing kind of go. The
Yeah.
kids are awesome, and having the business partners along with us, and having Mr. Ribble on,
Yeah, Mr.
our board,
Ribble was great,
our
and-
board member, and you got to go to Estero Fest. It's going to be a great time, and make that a date of yours out there. Please spread that word out there. And is there any other news you need to let the parents know about what's happening at Estero for the month of March or April? Anything to look forward to?
I mean, obviously, we've got all of our spring sports in full effect going on. We've got spring break coming up in March, and then CTE. And Mr. Duncan and Miss Potter, they knocked it out of the park talking about their business and how students can get into the business of construction here in Southwest Florida. And we're really excited about some of the opportunities that our students here at Estero have moving forward after graduation, and going into the world of business.
Absolutely. And Mr. Cobb, one thing we didn't talk about in the opening, that you are a lover of the Miami Dolphins, and you've been a tough fan for a lot of years, but you got half of my team. As you know, I'm from Milwaukee, and our defensive coach and half of our coaches have went to Miami. So I just might be a fan of Miami Dolphins this year a little bit.
Hey, we're super excited about the new GM that came down from Green Bay. We've been needing that change for a while. Anybody that's ever talked to me, I've always said that's a change that we need to make, is we need to make a change at general manager, not so much coaching, but general manager. But we made the change at coach and everything. So I'm excited about the upcoming
we got him
season.
talking. Look at how he just rolled. I think he's going to be a sports podcaster next, but he does know a lot of sports. And Mr. Cobb, thank you for being on the show today. You're going to
it's
be
my
with us
pleasure.
for 2 more shows. So
Oh.
we'll see you again in 2 weeks when we do our 8th show. So thank you for listening. Please subscribe to our show if you're listening to this. Be a subscriber. As you know, the algorithm goes up if you subscribe, and we need as many viewers as we can as we tell the story of Estero High School and the greatness that goes on there. And we are just excited to have you along with us for the ride, and we look forward to our next show. Have a great day.
Can I do like some of the YouTubers and go, Hey, like, share, hit the follow button, the follow button,
See-
get on it.
See, he's a natural. Oh, my Lord. Okay, have a great day. Have a great day, everybody.
Awesome.
See ya.
His legacy will not be forgotten.